Hello, what's up? Welcome to this week's video. My name is Maisie and today I'm going to be talking about one of my most favourite kinds of plants, and that is my variegated plants. So I've actually got 14 different variegated plants, all different, what's the word? Why do I want to say breed? Types? Breeds? No. I don't know what I'm trying to say. All different varieties of plants. So yeah, I'm just going to take you through the ones that I have. Maybe this will be like a yearly collection update. I do my philodendron collection updates once a year now as well. So yes, maybe I'll make this. Oh, there's a red kite, and wow, it's so low. Oh my gosh, the dust flying around. Can you see all the dust? It's absolutely kind of disgusting. Let's get into the plants. Variegated plants are I absolutely love variegated plants. They come in all different kinds of variegation. You know, some are aurea, more like yellow variegation, the pure variegation, the white variegation, which is my favourite. And then there's like the mint. Yeah, it all just comes all kinds of variegation, which is why I just think they're absolutely beautiful. So should we just start here because she's right next to me. Yeah, so I'm just going to take you down here. Here is my Syngonium. I'm not going to move her because she's massive and she can get a little messy, but anyway, this is, I'll show you a little close up. This is my Syngonium albo. I've had her for a couple of years now actually, and yeah, she is, I mean, look at these top leaves. They're just so stunning. Yeah, I've tried really hard to get this plant looking nice. I've chopped this a million times because trying to get the right variegation, sometimes it's been like too variegated, and sometimes I've just been getting like all green leaves, so I've chopped it over and over again to try and encourage more variegation. And so yeah, I've got about 3 vines. I've got about 3 vines growing up this moss pole, and she's such an easy plant. She is, yeah, it's just literally one of my easiest plants, and also really, really beautiful. So if you're wanting to get into easy variegated plants, definitely this is a good starter. Yeah, and she doesn't even live that, oh my gosh, this leaf is stunning. She doesn't even get that much light, to be honest. She's like 10 feet away from my south-facing window, and yeah, her variegation is stunning. So yeah, this is like an original plant of mine. I got this and it was like one of my first rarest plants that I got, which is so funny. It was just a couple of years ago now, but yeah, and now these are so really popular that you can get them anywhere, and they're really, really cheap. So definitely recommend this one. Absolutely beautiful. Let's move on to the second plant. Yeah, I've got most of them in here probably. Shall we start with, oh my goodness, I'm just going to get this one out of the way as it's nothing spectacular, but it does technically count as a variegated plant, even if it is so small. So, this is my Philodendron Brazil, and the funny thing is I got this at the same time with my Syngonium albo, so a couple of years ago. Funny enough, I got this bigger than it looks now, and it looks worse now after a couple of years. I don't really know. I don't really have an explanation, to be honest. I've just really, oh, does this soil need a water? It's bone dry. I've just really struggled with this particular plant for some reason, and I don't really know why. But it's finally starting to grow, and the leaves are looking pretty good. So I'm not complaining. I'm just seeing how this goes. Yeah, the variegation is actually really beautiful. You just get, oh, it's a very, very popular plant, but you just get these little stripes in the middle. Sorry, this sounded like really awkward. You just get these stripes, and they can be mint, yellow. I've got a half moon leaf once, and that was so beautiful. So yeah, not much to say about that. Definitely not one of my favourites, but she's still here. I don't really know why. Yes, but I'm trying, so... Okay, this one, she is looking absolutely amazing. So this is a Maranta, a variegated Maranta, and, well, I mean, I wouldn't say she looks amazing. She's got a couple, she's got a dead leaf there, and a couple of her leaves are not looking so perfect, but her new growth that she's getting is absolutely, I am literally so excited. There's a couple leaves here. I mean, yes, they are tiny, but I mean, oh my goodness, look at that leaf. That is so stunning. And which leaf is it? Oh, this one. Oh, that leaf. Oh my goodness, like I'm just obsessed with the variegation. Oh, there's a little one here as well. Not very variegated, but the sun is like really awkward to show. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. And this one of my favourite leaves. It's got a chunk of white variegation on it. Beautiful. Yeah, this I've got 4 plants in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I got 4 plants in here, and I got this a couple months ago now. And she seems to be doing really well. Yeah, she seems to be like bouncing back. She obviously didn't look too great when I first got her, to be honest. So I need to remove some of these dead leaves. Oh my gosh, give her a little clean up. But I feel like this is a bit of an underrated plant because I've never really been interested in Maranta, and not really been interested in this particular variegated Maranta, to be honest. But the more I was seeing it, the more, I don't know, it was just completely different to what I go for. I think this is honestly this is my favourite leaf. To be, yeah, the leaves are absolutely stunning. Yeah, it's just completely different to what I usually go for. And I just wanted to try it, and I'm really glad I did, because I can definitely see this becoming a big favourite in my collection. And she seems to be quite easy. She's always got new leaves coming. She's got, fans are turned on. She's got one here. I think that's it. Oh no, there's one at the bottom, just there. Yeah, she seems to be pretty fast growing. So yes, that is my little variegated Maranta, and I'm just really loving her variegation and how she looks. Okay, I'm going to show you another Syngonium, one much smaller in size, but still it's really pretty, and that is, I don't know what the heck she looks like. This is my Syngonium Grey Ghost, and I got this fairly recently. It's still pretty new. I mean, the variegation is, I mean, mine doesn't look all that great right now, to be honest. I mean, this leaf is really stunning. I love this leaf. The leaves aren't looking particularly perfect right now, but I have hope that as this matures and gets bigger leaves, that I will get the beautiful leaves that I'm after. Yeah, again, I wanted to explore a few different plants that I wouldn't normally go for. Yeah, as I've only ever had one Syngonium, I thought I would try another one, and since then I've actually added a couple more to my list as well. So yeah, the variegation is different. It's like a mint green kind of variegation. So, and I'm also excited to see what this leaf is gonna look like as well. I wonder what the oh, looks like it might be a nice one. We'll see. So yeah, it has that kind of that sick looking variegation. Like, it looks slightly like it is a bit of an ill plant. Wait, is it? It might be. That would be so funny if I just saw pests. Actually, no, it wouldn't. Don't even say that. Okay, let's show you a Hoya next. And I feel like I've talked about this plant quite a lot recently, but you can probably understand why, because oh my goodness, it's beautiful. This beauty. I'm literally obsessed with this plant, with the silver variegation. This leaf especially, because it's kind of like speckled. It's got very slight little green speckles on it, on the silver, on top of the silver variegation. Oh, and this one as well. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice. You probably can't see. Can you just see that little bit of green splashing on it, which is really cool. And it's also just pushing out this little vine here as well. Other than that, not much else is happening with it. But yes, definitely one of my new favourite plants. Really loving that silver plant. I didn't think I was gonna love her as much as I did. And also, she's fuzzy. Like, yeah, she just has that slight little hairy feel to her, which is really cool. Don't I even say what this is? This is a Hoya Grey Ghost. So yeah, I have a couple Grey Ghost plants in my collection now. Yeah, she's like really easy so far, and I just can't wait for her to start like trailing down and getting more full, and I think she's just gonna look spectacular once she does. Yes, an absolutely beautiful plant if you love your silver plants, and it's also got some slight green, little splashing to it. It just spices it up a little bit, just makes a little change. Then I definitely recommend this plant. I absolutely love her. Okay, so next I'm going to show you another philodendron, and again this has been an absolute favourite of mine. Okay, so that is my beautiful philodendron Florida, oh she needs water, my beautiful philodendron Florida Ghost. So this is like a classic variegated plant. Oh, I'm just obsessed with this leaf. This is an all white leaf, so unfortunately the all white leaves, because they've got no chlorophyll in, they won't last. This seriously needs a pole because but yeah, anyway, and it also looks like I'm going to be getting another all white leaf, so I am not too happy about that, because if you get too much of that kind of variegation like constantly, then it can just like, it can revert, as in be fully variegated, and your plant is like basically doomed. So that's just as bad as revert into like fully green. It can also revert to fully white and fully variegated, which is not good, because you'll be getting these leaves all the time and then losing them, so can't enjoy it, unfortunately. Yeah, so this is kind of in the middle of the Florida series of plants. So there's the Florida Green, the Florida Ghost, and the Florida Beauty. The Florida Green obviously is just pure green, no variegation, and then this plant is you've got the best of both worlds really. You've got the variegation, but it does eventually fade into green. So what's a good example? So yeah, I mean this one especially was more variegated, but it's slowly getting more greener. But saying that, the little baby leaves that I was getting at first, like that leaf is still pretty variegated, and also that one is like basically all white, and it's been there, it's like one of the first leaves, and it's still holding up strong. So yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, sorry, I have no idea what I was saying. I just get really easily distracted. So yeah, mine is turning into a really big plant actually, and it really does need, oh my goodness, whoops, I'm just spilling it everywhere. This is why my mat gets filthy. I don't want to get soil everywhere, but can you just see those roots? Oh my goodness, yeah, it really does need a repot. It's just come so far from when I first bought it. I'm really pleased with how it's doing, and she's such an easy plant. Like I really do nothing to her. To be honest, I hardly ever water her as well. Yeah, and these are much more cheaper as well, and much more accessible. They are a very popular plant. I just love this little tiny green splash up here, which is so funny. Yeah, and I love the red stems in contrast as well with the pure white variegation. So yeah, this plant is just, I love that every leaf is different. You've got that mint variegation, and then you've got like the white, and you just get all different, and I really love that. It just looks absolutely amazing. So yes, one of my absolute faves, and also that shape just adds to it as well. I just love this shape. I just think, yeah, it's really cool. So okay, so let me just get this one out the way as well, because it's pretty small, looks a little bit pathetic at the minute. And that is, I feel like I said the same things about this one. This is my Epipremnum pinnatum marble albo, and I don't really know what to say about her, to be honest. Yeah, this leaf is nice. It's actually, no, it's beautiful. If it just wasn't so damaged, but the variegation is stunning. Like, that is stunning. This is a fairly new plant. She's still rooting in sphagnum moss, so I haven't really had a chance. I don't really have a lot to say about it, because I haven't really had a chance to like fully grow her, to properly like grow her. So yeah, I don't really have a lot to say about her, to be honest, and she's not looking the greatest, to be honest. So this has been a big wishlist plant for a little while now, so I am really glad that I have her, and eventually I think that she'll be looking like my dream Pregnant. And yeah, her newest leaf, which has unfurled really weird. It's only like half unfurled, but it's not as variegated. It's mostly green with a little bit of white splashing. It's actually still really pretty though, which is fine. So yeah, I'm curious to see the kind of variegation that I'm gonna get. These can be a little bit pricey, but if you wait for like a sale, you can get a pretty good price for like a small little plant. I got this through a trade. So yeah, if this one dies, then at least it's not too expensive to buy like a little plant of it. But yes, that's really all I have to say about her, and hopefully in a few months she'll be looking a little bit fuller and in an actual pot with soil. Okay, so the next one I'm just going to put a video on the screen because trying to get her out is a little bit of a nightmare. But that's another Hoya, and it's my Hoya Croniana Super Silver, and it's another all silver plant. It just really stands out in my cabinet. As you can see, it is mostly silver. Some of my vines are more green with like silver splashing, and but most of the plant is silver with a little bit of green splashing. And I just love how shiny it is as well. It just it is one of my favourite Hoyas, and it's also extremely easy. Oh my gosh. No, I just trapped this leaf through the door and it's left a mark. Oh no. It was so perfect as well. Yeah, sorry, oh my gosh, I nearly just fell off my chair. Yeah, my Croniana. Really easy Hoya. Again, if you really like your silver Hoyas, then definitely that one is just like all silver. Yeah, I am really glad that I got her, and she has got really good variegation, so I'm pleased about that. Okay, so which one now? The next one, I'm not going to talk about too much because I have talked about quite a lot recently, but I just can't help it because she's literally probably my top favourite in my collection right now. But she's also a highly variegated plant, and that is my beautiful, stunning variegated fertiliser. Oh my goodness, this is a new leaf. It's actually, I was shocked at the size. Wait, there's not actually that much difference in the size. Wait, yes there is. Look at the size difference. You might not be able to notice on camera, but there is actually a bit of a size difference. And the variegation, oh my goodness, perfect Friedeck variegation. Like this is my total dream of how this plant would be looking. And it actually brings a little tear to my eye because yeah, she's absolutely stunning. And one sec, there's a rainbow on her, I have to take a picture. This is again quite a new plant for me, only a couple months or a month I think. So now I've got both the regular green, this is a Micheliziana, and then I've now got the variegated one, and I've been wanting this for quite a few years, so it doesn't really seem real that I have this, to be honest. It's still rooting in perlite, so oh my goodness, those roots. Yes, oh my word. There's a big long juicy root here and another one. Oh my goodness, how exciting. So I'm so glad. I was really scared I was going to kill this one, but I'm so glad that she's still alive. She's rooting. I've got a new leaf. So yeah, she's probably going to do the annoying alocasia 2-leaf thing for a while. You gain a leaf, you lose a leaf. I already have lost a leaf because she was pushing this one out, so I don't really mind though. As she matures, you know, she will hold on to her leaves a little better. But yeah, what was I going to say? Yes, I'm going to put her up into perlite soon. Now that she's not working on a leaf, I can pot her up and she should be good to go. So I'm really excited to do that. And yeah, I'm going to stop talking about this plant because I could just show her all day. I absolutely love her so much. And she's also doing really well in my cabinet. I did briefly say that. I've heard a few people say that they did actually quite bad when they put them in their cabinet, but mine seems to be doing really well. So I'm hoping that will continue because I'd love for her to live in my cabinet. Oh my gosh, there's a mite on her. I was just putting that to my face. Yeah, there's a beneficial mite on her, how cute. So yeah, again, I got this through a trade, so I just really grateful that I got her through a trade and I didn't have to spend the money, because even though they're not I mean, they are a little bit expensive. You can get a very small plant, like a 3 or 4, probably that size of a plant, for about £40–45, which is a little bit expensive, to be honest. So I just can't believe I got mine through a trade, and how beautiful it is as well. Like, the variegation is absolutely perfect, so I couldn't be happier. The next 2 plants, I'm just going to take you to them again. They're quite big and they can be quite messy, so yeah, I've got my Philodendron Paraiso Verde. This one, again, another new one. I feel like I've gotten a lot of new plants lately. Anyway, this one I actually just chopped the other day, so it's not got that ridiculously long vine anymore. It's just got these 2 leaves, and the variegation is really nice on this one. I especially love this leaf, so I really can't wait to see how she is going to look, and how her variegation is going to be when she starts growing again. Hopefully she'll start growing again, and hopefully I'll have more of a fuller plant once my cuttings grow as well, and I can plant them back in. I can have a few vines growing up as well. That'd be really cool. Okay, and then the next one is, of course, my Monstera Albo. You can actually just see her right here. She's like the main event in my cabinet. She is, I talk about her all the time, so I won't talk about her too much, but yes, my beautiful Monstera Albo. Love her. So this was, again, I was really lucky to get her for free. I just got given this one as a 1-leaf cutting, and she's grown into this beautiful variegated monster, really. Yeah, she's not a super fast growing plant for me, but she is slowly getting her fenestrations, which is exciting. So yeah, honestly, she probably needs to be moved out the cabinet soon, because she is getting a little bit big and sprawling all over the place. And she is like 3/4 up. Oh no, she's not. I was going to say she's 3/4 up her moss pole, but she's not. She's like about 1/4 of the way up to her moss pole. Actually, yeah, she's about 1/4 of all the way. So she's got a long way to go, luckily, yeah. Because I haven't really got enough room for a massive moss pole plant yet. Oh, I'm starving. So yeah, another one of my like original favourites, and I think I'll always love her. Okay, the next one I will just show you from the screen again, because she's hanging on my window. She's a little bit pain to get down, but anyway, that is another Hoya, and that's my Hoya Coroniana Escape. I've already done that. Hoya Carnosa Crimson Queen. This one just looks so good in the sun. She is just so pretty, and yeah, she's not super variegated. To be honest, I wish she was a little bit more variegated, but that's okay. I have got a few really variegated leaves on this one, so I'm really pleased about that. And I did also give her quite a big chop about a month ago as well, so I can pop those vines back in and create a little bit of a filler plant as well. She's got this new vine just starting to trail here as well. I just love the new leaves that they come in really pink, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to growing this as much as I can, and to have a fuller more variegated version of this plant. Well, not a version of this plant, but you know what I mean. Okay, and the last one, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna roll the video because I just am. The last one is another Hoya, and that's my Hoya Pubicalyx Super Splash, another silver one. This one is really beautiful. I love that mine is quite variegated. I am pleased with the variegation. I hope that continues, because I was getting more of the green leaves, which I wasn't so pleased with. I did give her a little chop, and she is climbing around a trellis, as you can see as well. So yes, not much else to say about her, but she is really beautiful. Another really easy one. I don't see many people talking about her, so I definitely recommend her if you again like your silver splashy Hoyas. Yeah. Oh, my pothos. Yeah, I mean, I'll show you my pothos, but honestly, there is not much to show. I wouldn't exactly say this is variegated. Obviously, the typical pothos that you see, they're beautiful and they're variegated. And here is mine. This isn't as much variegation as I have, to be honest. All the rest of my leaves are just green. Yeah, this leaf looks all green as well. I don't really have anything positive to say about this plant, to be quite honest, other than seems to be rooting, so I suppose that's good. I think to be honest, I'm just over this plant. I've had her for a couple years now, and this is what she looks like. Although I have got like a dozen cuttings in my prop box, so once I pot her, I will obviously pot them all together, or maybe at least some of them. So yeah, she will be quite full. But yeah, ew. But yeah, I just didn't get good, what in the world? She just hasn't got good variegation, to be honest, which I'm a little bit disappointed about. So maybe I'll end up giving this away in the end. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, and I think that's it. I think that's all 14, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. I think that's all 14 of my variegated plants. And hopefully they will grow, because I am obsessed with variegated plants. There's, like I said, a few more variegated plants that I've added to my wish list, which you'll see at the start of 2024, like I do. My wish list for the year. So yeah, you'll see that next year. Well, next month, actually. Wait, what's the date today? What is the month today? Is it November or December? And that's going to be it. I really hope that you enjoyed. I love sharing different varieties of my collection. So if you have any more ideas, please let me know. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!